So doing a book release party today, and it was kind of planned last minute because I don't really know a lot of people around here. We moved here right before COVID hit, so we barely had time to say hi to anybody. And if you know me, you know I'm an introvert, so I don't really get out and talk to anybody anyways. So we invited the neighborhood, and I have a friend I've made here who's hopefully going to be able to make it as well. And my husband has coworkers who said that they want to come, and he's got one, I guess, that's really excited about the book, and I'm going to get to meet him and his wife today. So there's that. And yeah, I'm hoping it goes over well. You see back there, my husband bought some balloons, which is really great. But he actually did something else that was really awesome, and hopefully I can get a good picture of this. He put together this like poster board of my book. And I have to go get ready. We've got some snacks, and I've got some copies of my book, which I wasn't real crazy about. I should show you guys what I mean. The printing of the book was very inconsistent between the copies, what Amazon gave me, and it just makes me wonder, what do they look like going out to customers? So I knew that the print author copy, the print proof, was not that great. It came in with the corners damaged, and they didn't really look too good. So I was like, okay, fine, that's an author copy. But I expected, the copies that would be sold would be better quality, and I don't think they were really that good. And I'll show you guys what I mean. So here is my box with my copies that I got in the mail, and I just bought a few to do for the party. And if you can see, on this copy here, the dark green band comes over on top of the front cover, which it wasn't supposed to. My proof copies, my front cover was going over onto the side, which was just supposed to say Blood of the Lily with my name there, and it was just supposed to be a dark green band. And you can see how the back cover is coming up on the spine. So it like shifted when they printed it. So there's that one. This one is the same. I think I put these all together like those that are saying. So all these have the band that comes over the top of the cover right there. All right, so then here is another one where that doesn't happen. You can see the difference. See, this doesn't have a band, it's just the edge, where this has a band. And if you look at the edge, I mean, that looks nearly perfect. So why are some of them good, but I have like four out of 10 that are not? How can it be so inconsistent? I'm a bit disappointed that that's the way it turned out. So not very happy with my copies I bought from Amazon. And perhaps this is not such a big deal if one person buys one book, and so say they get this one, they're like, okay, yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. But if they buy two copies and they have one that looks like this and they have one that looks like this, they're gonna see that it's different, and it makes me wonder, do readers think, oh wow, the author didn't know what she was doing? Yes, this is for sure a self-published author who didn't do the cover right, when in fact, it's Amazon who's their quality of printing is not that great. And I wonder, do traditional publishing houses have this same issue? Do they have inconsistent copies of their books? So I'm a little bit disappointed by that. And I only purchase a few copies ahead of time for the party because I'm not thinking I'm going to sell like lots of the books or whatever. And I know my husband's coworker, he said he already bought the book because he wanted to make sure he got one, since he knew that I didn't buy too many to have at the party, because I'm really not thinking that there's going to be a lot of people who show up. I think we might have 10 people, which is still great, because honestly, for me, the book launch party is all about celebration. So it's just celebrate. But of course, if you've seen my Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, today is the launch party, and I also hit #1 in new releases. I think it was for Norse mythology and other myths or something like that. So, which was not expect it at all. I went in there just to check on my sales and stuff and saw that. And I was like, oh wait, because I almost clicked away until I saw the little orange banner on my book saying #1 release or new release. And so I was like, wait, I gotta go back and look at that again before I close out. And so that was really exciting. And then on top of that, what was another exciting thing was that a person I know from one of my writing groups, and I don't know her personally that well because it's through Discord, but she's the leader of one of my writing groups that I'm part of. And she and her sister, they do artwork, and she'd mentioned that she was gonna do some artwork for my book because she read it and she really liked it. And I honestly had kind of forgotten about it until she mentioned it again yesterday, and she was like, hey, I'm almost done with it. I was like, okay, great. And then she sent it to me today, and it's gorgeous. And I shared the story because she put it on her Instagram, and I shared the story on my Instagram, and I asked her if I could show it on a YouTube video. So I'm going to show you guys a picture of that now. This is like her avatar right here reading my book, Blood of the Lily. And she's got Rose with her knife, and she's connected to the leprechaun. And on the other side, you have Lily with her spear and the animal she travels with throughout the book. And behind her, you have the white horse, Enbar, who is a magical horse from the other world who can walk on water. And then their sister, Marigold, is a ghost there in the center. Next to her is the coin that Hera gives to Lily. And of course, the eagle who appears in the very first chapter. I think it's great, but I've got to run because I have to go get a cake. So a friend of mine told me about this lady who does cakes for fun. I mean, she sells them, but she does them for fun on the side in her home. And she makes them look really great. And I had a piece of one of the cakes that she made, and it was delicious. So I'm on my way to go get that cake. I'm excited to see what that looks like. And then I have to get back, and I think I want to touch up the bathroom one more time because, I don't know. I just make sure the bathroom is clean for anybody who's got to use it. We cleaned it yesterday, but I want to touch it up again. And the rest of the house got cleaned already today, so hopefully that is good to go. And got to do my hair, my makeup, because my hair is pretty atrocious right now. So I will catch you guys in a little bit. Bye. Okay, now we've got the cake, and I think it is so beautiful. I mean, she did the best that she could, right? Because she had very short notice to do my cake and make it look like my book, and it's gorgeous. I love it. It's so pretty, and it's probably going to taste awesome because I got red velvet for the flavor. Can't wait to have a piece.
All right. So, you want to say something?
Thank you everybody for coming out, and I'm really happy that somebody came. Because we did kind of plan this last minute. I talked about it with Kevin, and then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna worry about it because I don't really know anybody. And then I was like, you know what, maybe I should. Just even if it's one person, it's just a celebration. Say, yay, did this as accomplishment. I've been wanting to be a writer my whole life and waited until now to do something about it. So I'm really glad you guys came to celebrate this. Oh my God.
Congratulations. One of many books that will be #1.
Number one.
Amen.
Number one.
And many, many more.
Yes.
Yep. Well, my goal is at least 20 books.
Yes.
I wish I could eat it.
So now the party's done, and it was a lot of work to put together last minute. I had roughly 10 people show up, which was great. I loved everybody who came, and it was better than having nobody show up since I planned it so last minute. I'm glad that I did it. Even it was just to say, hey, I accomplished something. I was able to write my first book and get it out there on the market where people can buy it and start reading it. And I got to meet a few people who have already started reading it who had a lot of questions, and that made me feel good. Having someone ask me questions about my writing and they're really into it, they're really interested by what I've written, it really makes you feel good inside. So it was a great day. Now I'm gonna take off my makeup and get into my night clothes and enjoy the rest of my evening. Happy writing.